Kamusta po mga kaguro dito sa New Zealand? Yung mga luma na or mga bago? And welcome back to this channel. Today, pag-uusapan natin ang isang medyo shocking na advice na natanggap ko nung nagsisimula pa lang ako dito sa New Zealand. And even up to now, I'm actually applying it sa aking pagtuturo. Don't smile until April. Yes, you heard it right. Huwag daw munang ngumiti hanggang Abril. Hanggang Easter. Bakit ganun, Sensei? Nung una, sabi ko, grabe naman, paano na ang pagiging warm and caring ng isang teacher? Pero ngayon, on my 8th year of teaching in New Zealand, na-realize ko, may wisdom pala talaga sa advice na yun. Hindi ibig sabihin na bawal kang maging mabait. Ang ibig lang sabihin, establish authority first before familiarity. Sa simula ng taon, mga bata ay nagtitas ng boundaries. Kung hindi klaro ang expectations, mahirap na siyang habulin later on. So, tip number 1, serious muna, smile na lang later. Hindi naman ako robot ha. Ngumingiti pa rin ako. Minsan nga, I look weird when I do that. Pero most of the time, serious face talaga. Like this. No. Oh my jeez. Who's calling? Mamaya na. Okay. So, let's just have an example. Kapag sinabi mong i-check mo ang homework, check it. Pag sinabi mong i-mark mo ang books, mark them ASAP. At kapag may consequence, you have to follow through. Halimbawa, pag sinabi mong hindi mo sila tatawagin o pipiliin kapag sumisigaw sila ng miss, huwag mo talagang tawagin yan. Para sa akin, hindi makukonsider na engagement kung ang mga bata ay nagko-call out ng sagot o nag-aagawang sumagot. I really require them to simply put their hands up if they want to answer the question, if they want to participate, or mag-raise ng concern. Sabi ko pa nga, only yell Mrs. Bukoran if there's an emergency. Otherwise, simply put your hand up and wait patiently for me to turn to you. Ayoko yung Mrs. Bukoran, or Miss. I even told them I hate my name now. Consistency builds respect. So make sure you're really gonna walk the talk. Hindi naman sila yung tipong natatakot sa'yo, but they learn that you mean what you say. Tip number 2, huwag ibigay lahat ng sagot. Sa classroom ko, may rule ako. Kapag may mali, hindi ko agad sinasabi ang tamang sagot. Underlinean ko lang. Sasabihin ko, look again. Look at our guide. Look at our example on the board. At pinapaisip ko sila. Minsan sasabihin ko, talk to someone who made the same mistake and already fixed it. Or, check the board. Or, see what you're missing. Bakit ko ginagawa yan? Because the best learning happens when they correct their own mistakes. Kapag sila nakadiscover, mas tumataba. At doon ako ngumingiti. Pag nakita ko natututo na sila, mula sa error nila. Tip number 3. First 4 weeks are crucial. The first 4 weeks ng school year, doon mo talaga isiset yung culture. Ngayong after 4 weeks na, this is now the 5th week, nakita ko talaga ang effect.
Oh, wow!
Mas tahimik pag instruction time. Mas mabilis ding mag-comply. Mas independent sa pag-correct ng work. Of course, hindi ito magic. Hindi ito personality. This is consistency. Tip number 4, unity sa team. Isa pang malaking factor sa school namin, especially sa team namin, iisa yung stance pagdating sa disiplina. Hindi pwede na strict si teacher A, chill si teacher B, or walang follow-up si teacher C. Dapat naka-align yan. Because truly, it takes a village to train a child. Kapag alam ng bata na consistent ang buong team, mas stable ang environment nila. Final thoughts? So yes, don't smile until April may sound funny. Pero ang deeper meaning niya ay establish routines, be consistent, follow through, make them think, and support each other as a team. Smile when they grow, be serious when they don't listen, and balance is the key. So if you found this helpful, comment down below. Consistency is the key. At sa mga teachers dyan, kamusta ang first month niyo dito sa New Zealand? First month of the school year 2026. Let's grow together here in New Zealand. Kakite!